Two, three, four.
Hello everyone, welcome back to What We Know Now, Episode 1, Part 2. We're still on the subject of the audience, but today we're going to be talking about forgotten characters. Simon. Simon was supposed to be in the audience but was scrapped due to him being sold off long ago before the audience was ever completed. Simon was a guard of the Quasar Kingdom, but it's unknown of what other role he would have had. Type. Type was scrapped from the audience but can be seen in the intro of the show bowing to Toonie. He lived on Ryder's Island and is friends with Arcade and Ryder. It's unknown what role he would have had in the audience. The mail carrier. The mail carrier was named Lucius. He was another scrap character in the audience, but just like Type, he is seen in the intro of the show, but he can be seen flirting with Rags. Rags pushes Lucius because she's with Mingu. He was most likely going to be a background character for the show. Dharama Darkky. Dharama Darkky had his own blog on, it's called Ask Dharama Darkky. Well, you can just talk to him or help him get out of the situation that he's in. Right now, in this type of blog, that Dharama Darkky has amnesia, and you have to help him get out of the box that he's in. So, where the blog starts is that he's confused, he don't know where he is. He ends up finding out that he's in a box. He tumbles over around it, and he's really confused why he's there in the first place. As Dharama Darkky gets more questions and suggestions of how to escape, he ends up finding out there's a crack inside the box that he's in. He gets an idea and ends up just chewing off the wood. Just before Dharama Darkky begins to chew on the wood, he gets a question asking him, does he know where he is, or what's the last thing he remembers? He ends up trying to remember, but ends up getting flashes of images that he doesn't know how it came up or how he got there. The first image that you get if you pause it is of Dharama Darkky kind of screaming and birds around him. The next picture is of Dharama Darkky kind of getting angry and yelling, and there's black birds instead of white birds around him. The next image in his head is the same thing as the first, but more focused, but now he's bleeding out of his nose. The next image that he gets in his head is of his collar saying property of Dharama Inn. The next image Dharama Darkky gets is of a really corrupted and blurred out picture of Nemesis. The next image that Dharama gets is of a weird symbol with the word diorama on the bottom. I have yet to find out what this symbol means. The next image that Dharama Darkky gets is of the same symbol but more blurred out. But the next image that he gets up is of the same symbol but more corrupted and more distorted. The next image Dharama Darkky gets is of this weird character that kinda resembles him, but doesn't. You can notice that the eyes are buttons. The hands are different. The scar is in the same spot, but it's just a line. There's no stitches or nothing. That makes me believe that it's the unknown character that we haven't found out yet. It was in the one of the other videos that I don't even know how to say, but it resembles that character a lot. Just not the hair. The next image Dharama Darkky gets is of words saying, what makes you angry? The final image that Dharama Darkky gets is of this unknown character again, but this image makes me believe that it's not the unknown character that nobody has found out yet. This resembles himself. This resembles himself because you can tell that the X on the side of his face matches with the character of himself it doesn't match with the unknown character that nobody has found out yet. Now, Dharama Darkky chews his way out of the box, but ends up getting stuck. Somebody asked Dharama Darkky to just move around and he'll get unstuck. He got unstuck. Then after that, somebody just was talking to him saying, since you're stuck, get someone to feed you and get fat and make the hole bigger. That made Dharama Darkky kind of mad. Once Dharama Darkky got out, he ended up hearing whispers, and he asked who's there. Then he looks up ahead and sees another animal has got out of the cage. He goes up and asks it where they were going. But once the animal turned around, it was Ryder. And it seemed like he knew Dharama Darkky, and he said it was good to see him again. Sadly, that's where the blog ends due to Lapis' Tumblr being moved. Exy and Zoo. Not a lot of information has been released about them, like at all. They only appeared in one episode on her 66 subscriber thanks video. But it's like when they're together, they make like a keyhole. It makes sense since Exy has the lock while Zoo has the key. It makes a lot of sense when you put them together and they make a key door unlock. You can see them playing together, just, laughing, and they held hands together with a heart card. Then you can see Zoo with the heart card in her mouth. Well, that is it for episode 1 of What We Know Now. If you have any suggestions for what I should do for episode 2, please leave it in the comment section below. See you in the next video.